13 red flags you should be looking out for on a first date. Okay, so this is part 2. So the last time we talked about 13 red signs you should be looking out for in the first date, and I gave you 5, and today I'm back with another 5. Thank you for joining. Another thing you should also be looking out for is when he doesn't ask important questions. Questions like, what are your likes? What are your dislikes? Where do you want to be? How is, like, do you want to further your education? Do you want to chase a career? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What kind of a relationship do you want? What do you want in a man? You know, he doesn't ask all the important questions. It's a red flag. It shows that he's not interested in you. Because when someone is interested in you, they will ask at least, what are your likes? What are your dislikes? They will make efforts trying to know you, you know, more, trying to know more of you other than what they see. So when you're on a date with someone and they don't make efforts to get to know you better, it sure means that you are not a thing of, you are not something they want to keep. He's not just he's not ready to have a committed relationship with you. The person is not very, very interested in you. That's what it means. So when a man behaves that way, he doesn't ask important questions about you, just know that that relationship might likely not be deep, might not really end up in something very serious. So look out for that, okay? Another thing you should be looking out for, another red flag you should be looking out for. See, when this one happens, please, in whatever you do, make sure you don't end up with that man. Because, this one is worse than a gigolo. That one, you see, this type of man is a serial cheat. He cheats for a living. It's not negotiable. It's worse than a gigolo. You see that man that wants to profess love to you and he cries, like trying to show you deep affections, and he starts to cry, baby, I love you, you know, I would do anything to have you. A man that is professing love and is crying, girl, run. 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 You know, put your slippers on your head, and if it's your shoe, remove them. Put them on your head and run as fast as your leg can carry. You see a man that wants to profess deep affections for you and he starts to cry or something. Leave that one alone. That one is a no-no. Okay? Another red flag you should look out for is he doesn't answer any call. Like, it's either his phone is on silent or he doesn't want to pick the call, and you'll be like, don't worry, I will excuse you. Can you take your call? You'll be like, don't worry, it's not important. I don't think that's something you should ignore. Like, it tells a lot about him. It shows that he's not a very transparent person. Above all, it shows that he has something to hide. When you see a man that behaves that way, especially on the first date, he has things to hide. I don't know what it is, but he sure has something of interest to hide. So you need to look at that. Don't take it for granted. Okay? Take a look at that. Consider that. It's not funny. Just don't let it slide. It's not something funny. He has something to hide. And don't be surprised, in most times, he might be married. His wife might be the one calling him. Or his girlfriend. Something he sure wants to hide from you. So look out for that. It's not funny. So another thing you should be looking out for is he doesn't answer any question about his past. You ask him about his former relationship, his former life, he'll be like, don't worry, it's not important. He tries to cover it. He tries to cover it up, or he just don't want to talk about his past. Someone that don't like to talk about their past, there's just something there he doesn't want you to know. There's something there he sure doesn't want you to know. And trust me, it's not something nice. It's not something nice. That's another thing you should look out for. Someone that you ask questions about their past, and they will try to look for a way to, to just shift your attention from that question. It's something you want to look out for. Another thing you should also look out for is someone that when he doesn't talk about his past relationship, he doesn't want to talk about it, or sometimes even when they do, you find out that they are blaming their ex. How will you know? The ex is not present. Some of them will badmouth their ex, say all manner of fault things. Oh, she cheated. I caught her with this. You see someone that is always badmouthing their ex or not talk about it at all. You ask them about their former relationship, and then they don't want to say anything about it. They try to make up one excuse or the other, or when they do, they badmouth their ex. That's a red flag you need to look out for. Someone that behaves that way, you can't trust with yourself. Don't trust that person with yourself. Don't trust that person with yourself. They might hurt you. Okay? Thank you for listening to Lady CC's Digest today. See you on next episode as we'll conclude this 13 red flags on a first date. Okay? So do well to follow Lady CC on all social media platforms. We are on Instagram, TikTok, here on Facebook, and even on YouTube.